Alright guys, I just want to first start off by reminding you that there are several different approaches when you're using Inventor to draw the same shape. Okay, so I'm just going to show you one method. This is not the only way of doing this, so if you go about it a slightly different way, that is okay. It's just we both make sure that we get the same finished product. Okay, so the way that I like to start off is I like to start off with a big solid 3D chunk, or in this case a rectangle, and kind of just chip away the parts that I don't want. So if I kind of go up here to my rectangle tool, I'm going to add up the dimensions. So the height of the rectangle, if you look over on the right side, you had 10, 20, and 10, which comes out to be 40 inches. So I'm going to type 40, and then add up the dimensions across the top. You got 30, 20, and 10, which is 60. So I'm going to start with a 40 by 60 rectangle. I'm going to go ahead and extrude it. Go up to 3D model, extrude. And my extruded distance, I want to bring it out. If you look on the kind of bottom left, is 20 inches. It's going to come out 20 inches. Okay, so here's kind of my blank slate, and now I'm just going to kind of chip away, add it piece by piece. So I want to start a sketch on the front of the rectangle, and I'm just going to start with kind of making that little cutout, or the tunnel if you will, underneath. So I'm going to grab my line tool, come down to the bottom right corner. I got to come in 10 inches along the bottom, and I'm going to go up 10. Oops, that didn't work right. Gotta go up 10, over 10, and straight back down. Now, another very important thing to remember is when you're going to extrude something, you have to make sure that it is in an enclosed shape. Okay, so if you notice, I only drew 3 sides of this. I need to draw in a 4th line down here at the bottom to get my 4th purple line so that I can extrude this, because right now it's not going to recognize it as a rectangle or a square since there's not a 4th line. So I'm going to come back up here in the line tool, and I'm just going to draw over the bottom and connect those points. I can go back up to 3D model, extrude. I'm going to click that square, and instead of bringing it outward, I want to flip it. I want to go in, and I want to go all the way back 20 inches, and OK. So now if I spin around, I got my little tunnel in the bottom. I'm going to come back. I'm going to start another 2D sketch on the front of the cube. And now this time I'm going to be working off of the upper right hand corner. So I'm going to grab my line tool, start in the upper right corner. I'm going to come straight across the top 10 inches. I'm going to come straight down 10 inches. I'm going to go over to the left 20 inches. And then I'm going to come back down 10. Now this is where you have to stop. Okay, you can't do anything with that angle line yet because it doesn't tell you the length of it or the degrees. So now I'm going to switch. I'm going to go back to my line tool, and I'm going to jump over to the bottom left corner right here. And all I'm simply going to do is come up 10 inches. So I have a reference point over here on the side. Okay, so now all I have to do is I have to connect this point right here over to that point, and that will give me the correct angle that I need. Just like that. Okay, now again, same thing. I cannot extrude this part up here because it's not an enclosed shape. So I need to come back to my line tool, and I need to draw in the side and the top. Now I'm going to go to extrude. I can select that shape, and again, instead of pulling it outward, I want to push it back inward and get rid of it, and click OK. And there you go. That is shape 1.